Alright, is this thing on? I believe it is. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video. It's great to see you on here. So, starting off, I started my day kind of taking a shower, kind of having those deep thoughts in the shower. Man, how am I gonna take over the world, man? Is the sky really blue, man? Is it? 'Cause it is cloudy out there. I dropped my mic. Shit. So, I'm thinking a lot about autism and identity. So, with that, I was thinking, what's my struggle with identity, and kind of analyzing why autistics might struggle with it even more. So, going down to the basics, a lot of us struggle with social skills. It's already tough enough for a lot of us. It's just having and starting the initial conversations. And a lot of it, when we come down to searching for identity, is we'll take the first thing that extends a handout to us. And that can come in a couple of forms. I think the two that really resonate and really I have experienced is one, it could be actually genuine. Someone could be reaching and hand out to us because they genuinely want a healthy friendship, or a friendship in this case. The other reason, it could be because they might see you as weak. Someone who they can take advantage of because they see that you might struggle with identifying what's the difference between a friendship versus a partnership, I guess. Someone they can take advantage of you. And we'll go into that in another video because I recorded something like this earlier. It was very long. Accidentally got it in 4K, and my computer does not like that, so I found. So with that, I think we're going to just talk a little bit about why we struggle with identity. And again, I think a lot of us have this chameleon effect, and we're willing to try different outfits of personality on just to see what sticks to the wall, just to kind of see what sticks, just to see peace in the fact that we can form these various relationships. We don't want to be alone for the most part. We do struggle with social skills, but we don't want to be alone. We don't want to fall back any time that we try and form these relationships. Pick out this identity that we think might work to appeal to the most amount of people, just to fall back at the end of the day saying, shit, I'm alone again. And we don't want to be alone. And I realize we do sacrifice a lot of ourselves when we try and fit an identity. Shit, where was I going with this? Let me think. And I think, some of it can be traumatizing when you have several of these trial and errors, and if you are able to form these friendships and to be part of these communities or tribes, that they're short term. I think people start to see that disconnect. If you do kind of hide your personality, and they might get turned off from it. And a lot of that happened with me in college, because I was trying to go through different identities, different phases, all of that stuff, all of that fun stuff. It's not a phase, Mom. The phases, man. And that was me for the last near 4 years. I think being home, I finally have figured it out, figured it out in quotations, man, like, like what I've done trying to figure stuff out. And, we just want that peace. We just want that self-fulfillment that, yes, I can be around people. But we, again, give up so much of ourselves, and we realize, at least I've realized, that people do want to see an identity in you. Yes, you'd rather have the. I was like, I don't want anyone to dislike me. But in the process, no one really liked me. No one really wanted to go that next level and form a certain kind of relationship or friendship. You know, I say friendship more than like a romantic relationship. We're not talking too much about that in this video. So they want to see an identity. And I've noticed since I have formed an identity and been comfortable with my quirks and who I am, and that I've had better relationships. I was always afraid that people would find out I'm autistic because I feel like that's a liability. People don't want that extra level of, dealing with the liability in that relationship. Like, oh, he's autistic. We're not going to have the best kind of relationship because they don't know how to have functional relationships. Next! Yeah, and that's kind of where that's left me. But you gotta be, comfortable with who you are, and that takes a lot of soul searching and trial and error. But, I've realized I'd rather, I don't mind being disliked by people when I could be liked by more, by actually being happy and being confident in my personality. That takes time, and that takes, drive. That takes a lot of drive. So, keep pushing, keep figuring out who you are, and rock it. You're the only one who can. So, rock it. With that, I'm going to end this video, and there'll be a part 2 with my personal story of identity in my 20s. That will be in the description below. And I hope to see you guys over there. So, thank you.